Hello, friends. Today, our article is getting you ready for summer. Yes, believe it or not, I'm sure you believe it. I'm sure you started cheering and clapping and shouting and stomping when I said summer. I know you're excited. But of course, I have to give you some education before you leave me and go off to third grade. So, as you all know, Memorial Day is coming up this weekend, and a lot of people, a lot of families like to travel to the beach. What beaches do you like to go to? Tell me, what beaches do you like to go to? So I thought today's article would be perfect because this is often a forgotten supply. Just like you need a pencil to go to school, you need sunscreen to go to the beach. You do. You just do. That's what that dog is telling you on the front. He's saying, get your sunscreen. That's what he's saying. All right, so let's read the article, The History of Sunscreen. And this came out in May/June of 2019. So this article is 2 years old. The history of sunscreen. It's fun to play in the summer sun, but it's important to keep your skin safe. What have people used to protect their skin over the years? I don't know. Let's find out. Safe in the sun. As you read, think about why sun protection today is better than sun protection long ago. It's gooey. It's slippery. It takes forever to sink into your skin. Sunscreen may seem annoying, but we should be thankful we have it. It wasn't always so easy to protect your skin from the sun. Before sunscreen. Thousands of years ago, sunscreen hadn't been invented yet. People used something else to block the sun: umbrellas. At first, umbrellas weren't for everyone. In ancient Egypt, only royalty, like kings and queens, were allowed to use them. But by the 1800s, a lot of people had them. Many people used light, fancy umbrellas called parasols. The first sunscreen. Umbrellas worked, but only if you stayed under them. People needed a way to keep their skin safe if they were moving around. In 1944, a man named Benjamin Green had an idea. He kept getting painful sunburns and he wanted to prevent them. He put a thick goo on his skin. It kept his skin safe from the sun, but it was heavy and greasy. People didn't like wearing it. Green kept trying. He mixed up a lotion on his kitchen stove and tested it on his bald head. He added cocoa butter and coconut oil to it. Finally, he had something that smelled good and felt better on people's skin. It was the first sunscreen. Trying to get a tan. In the late 1940s and the 1950s, more companies started to make sunscreens, but the sunscreens were only about SPF 2 or SPF 4. They didn't protect people's skin very well. Some people didn't want to block the sun at all. They wanted suntans. They put oil on their skin that helped them get tanner. Some people even use shiny boards to reflect more sun onto their skin. Back then, people thought suntans were healthy, but today, doctors know they aren't very good for your skin. Sunscreen today. Now we know a lot more about how to keep our skin safe. We know that you should wear a sunscreen that's SPF 30 or higher. We know that you need to reapply it every 2 hours and after you go in the water. We know that everyone needs to wear sunscreen. From umbrellas for kings to greasy goo to SPF 30, sun protection has come a long way. Aren't you glad we have sunscreen today? Take a look at this timeline here at the bottom. Right here. It says Sun safety through the years. Long ago, sunscreen didn't exist yet. People used umbrellas to block the sun. Do you remember what the article said? Who used the parasols? These are the parasols. That's right, it was the royal people, like kings and queens. Then in 1920s to 1970s, some people didn't want to block the sun. They used shiny boards to get suntans. The 1980s, sunscreen in neon colors became popular. It was fun and it protected skin really well. You all might have to ask your parents about that one. I've never heard of sunscreen in neon colors. Then again, I was not born in the 80s, so I wouldn't know. And then today, sunscreen is better than ever. It is much stronger and lasts longer. Very nice. And that is the end of our article, Safe in the Sun. I hope you enjoyed reading this one, boys and girls. I'll see you on the next slide.